Welcome to today's webinar on the Galapagos Islands, and joining us today is Ellie from our partner Royal Galapagos, who are based over in Quito. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. So nice to see you, and so glad we are speaking about one of the main things, which is Galapagos Island.
Yeah, so I will hand it over to you if that's okay, and you can tell everybody about the beautiful Galapagos Islands and your ships that you have.
Okay, well, let's begin with a brief introduction of the islands. The products. I'm going to show you this little video of how the experience is in Galapagos.
That is the best snorkeling I could have ever imagined.
Whoa, that was crazy!
This is the coolest thing ever. They're so fast.
This is not the best. This is so good. The boat has been amazing.
The wildlife is just unbelievable.
The food's been
The
incredible.
staff. Like, I'm gonna miss the people. All the people we met, they're so awesome.
I cannot imagine how a trip to the Galapagos could get any better.
Well, the Galapagos Islands are located in South America. They belong to Ecuador. To go to the Galapagos Island, you have to arrive first in Ecuador. We have two airports, right now, three main places from Ecuador where you can travel to the islands. So these places are Quito, Guayaquil, and Manta. And once you're in Galapagos, this is the map of the islands, you have two airports, which is Baltra, located here, like in the middle, and the other one is San Cristobal, over here. Well, the islands are national park. We usually have two main itineraries, which are east and west. Both of them can be 8-day, 5 or 4-day cruises. So I may say all year long is a great opportunity to visit the islands. We have only two seasons, which are the warm season and the dry season. Here you can check all year long. So the warm season is from December to May, and the dry season is from June to November. So I like to recommend the transitions season, for example, in May and June. Then you can check different type of animals, and the temperature is really nice. But all year long is a great opportunity to visit the islands, as mentioned. Well, Royal Galapagos is a tour operator that's been in the market for almost like a decade. So at the moment, we have the biggest small yacht fleet of all operators. We have 7 yachts. We have excellent super area. We have environmental response. We have the best selling tools for you to choose. So this is our fleet. As mentioned, we have 7 boats. Easy to remember, all of our boats have capacity for 16 guests, except the Infinity, which is the biggest one, which has capacity for 20 passengers. As the biggest fleet in all the islands, we are very conscious about our environmental and social footprint. That's why we are working in different projects with United Nations, with Galapagos Conservation Trust. We work with a foundation here in Quito called Fundación Jonathan, which supports kids and elderly people with medicines, with education items, and everything that they may need from us. So in that way, we are trying to compensate carbon with United Nations. with Galapagos Conservation Trust, we were in different projects to protect the species in the Galapagos Island, to clean beaches, and many, many interesting projects that actually passengers can find more on board because we have a QR code when they can learn about everything they may be asking for the Galapagos Conservation Trust. Also, every boat has this special pet, like it's like a teddy bear. So it says like Royal Galapagos is working on in this project, so you can learn more from this little pet that is supporting this specific animal. So it's a very interesting topic. I love speaking about this. So if you have any questions, just interrupt me and I will answer it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's begin with the Cormoran 2. This boat was launched in July 2023, so recently. This is our most luxury boat right now. It's a catamaran for 16 guests, as mentioned before. Sorry for repeating that. So, why I'm saying this is the most luxury catamaran in the island? So, right now, every boat has like private balconies, but in this one we have two categories. And in both we have the private balconies, but one of the categories is the premium suite. And in this one, we are going to find, besides a private balcony, one private jacuzzi. As you can see here, this is how the cabin looks like. So it's a very big cabin. You have here your balcony, your jacuzzi. Behind this wall, you have a walk-in closet. So it's you can feel like home. You are going to have many space, and you're going to enjoy the views of all the islands. The Cormoran has three decks. So on the main deck, we have four suites. We have interconnected cabins. They are not interconnected in the common way, just with one door. So we have one door, one hall, and another door. So they are totally soundproofing. It's very comfortable. If they are not convertible with two families and they are only soul separated, you're not going to hear anything from the other cabin. On the upper deck, we have the suites, the premium suites I mentioned it to you, and one fitness area. And on the sun deck, we have a jacuzzi and some tables and some places where you can enjoy the sun in the Galapagos. Next, we have the Horizon trimaran. This is the only trimaran in the Galapagos. The main difference between a catamaran and a trimaran is that the trimaran, as its name says, it has three main structures. The ones that goes in the middle makes the navigation very smooth. The difference with the catamaran that is in the catamaran you have only two main structures and you can hear like the splash in the middle, and that's something that in the trimaran you're not going to hear. And well, I'm really sensitive to seasickness, so I totally can feel the difference. We have one category in this boat, which is standards, all of them with private balconies, which makes this boat excellent for groups because everybody's going to have the same category cabin. And this is how it looks. So as you can see, this is more like pointy than the catamaran. The catamaran is more square, so it's something to go with the design. And the next one is the Infinity, the biggest yacht I mentioned it before. In the Galapagos Islands, the national park has many rules. One of them is you cannot have only one guide if you have more than 16 passengers. So in this boat, we have two private national park guides. We split the group in half, and each half goes with one guide. All cabins in this boat have private balconies as well. We have two suites and 8 staterooms. And in this one, we also have interconnected cabins, which is great for families. The Natural Paradise is one of the most famous boats we have so far. It's been with us many years. I consider this boat is in the middle, so it can be luxury, but it can also be flexible with other budgets because we have on the upper deck two suites and two junior suites with private balconies that are amazing for people that want a very private experience. But we also have standards on the main deck and on the lower deck that can be very flexible with the budget. So here you can see on the upper deck the cabins with private balconies. On the main deck we have two standards. one junior suite, which is very spacious. And on the lower deck, we have two more staterooms.
Mm.
And somebody said something?
Oh, it's okay.
No, okay. Sorry. Okay. Well, let's continue with the Grand Majestic. At the moment, I like to show you this. Well, let me go back to the website because on the Grand Majestic, we recently made changes. Well, security is very important for us, so that's why we send every year our boats to a dry dock. And the Grand Majestic recently had like a refurbish, so I'm going to show you the updated pictures after I finish with all the boats, and I will show you the changes we made. So this boat was designed in the US. It's the fastest boat in the islands. It can sail to 25 knots. We don't do that, but I love to mention it. It's a nice detail. It was designed like a family style. So we have one master suite and seven staterooms. And it was thought, okay, maybe the head of the family can be on the master suite cabin and the rest of the family in the staterooms. And this one is very, very new. Actually, we just launched this boat. Well, the new of this boat because it's going to be launched next year. But we're going to have this boat, which is a first class yacht called Galapagos Angel. So this boat is built from scratch. The main structure was built in Netherlands, and the final touches are getting done here in Ecuador in Salinas. Um, this is the only new first class yacht in the island. So, as you know, you are Galapagos expertises. So we have luxury options in the islands, many of them, because we've been focusing on that market. But the first class market has been like a, I don't know, like there was something that wasn't done there, and we are building this boat, which is for that category, offering excellent service. We have staterooms and two suites. And at the moment, we are launching a promo for 2023 and 2024 departures of 2000 off. So let me show how the boat is. So as you can see here, you have like a hall all around the boat. We have six staterooms on the main deck. We have two suites on the upper deck, and we're going to have excellent social areas. The images you are looking at, these are renders. The first departure is going to be on April 14, 2024, and as we have the real pictures, we will send in them to you. But this is how the boat is looking. So it's a very fresh design with nice colors. We're going to have Wi-Fi on board. We are going to have two stabilizers. So we're very, very excited about this one. And last but not least, we have the Calypso yacht. This boat is new for having two type of itineraries. So we have naturalist and diving. We have 8 stateroom cabins, and we have Wi-Fi on board in this one. And this is also a first class yacht. And
Just a side question. Where is your favorite island?
well, I may say all of them, but I have a personal touch with Isabela. It's because the first time I visited the Galapagos, I was like a backpacker. So
Oh yeah.
I, I arrived to Baltra, and then I remember the only tour that I had enough money to go to was to visit Isabela. So when I arrived there, it was like an amazing, amazing beach, and it had so many places. And as you see the map, Isabela is the biggest island, and it's like
Yes.
it
Yes.
has like a shape of a boot.
Yes.
So that's why I say, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm in this place, and I'm in the boot. So I was that's my favorite island.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I really liked Isabella as well. It's my favorite the blue-footed boobies. I took a photo of them when I was there, and it's still on my wall at home. So it's
Wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. I love the Bluefoot movies. When I was in Isabela the first time, I saw penguins.
Oh
So
no.
I was
Yeah.
I cannot believe this because I was leaving, and I was in the dock,
Yeah.
and I was getting ready, and then I saw something on the water like swimming really, really quickly, and I just saw it, and it just look at me, just stood for a minute, and I was, oh my God, and I took a picture of it. But it was amazing, amazing. When you're in the islands, in any part of the islands, you can actually see the animals because
Yeah.
that's one of the main advantage. Animals in Galapagos are not afraid of people,
Yeah.
so you're not allowed to touch them, but if you walk, you can be very close to them and they are not going to run.
Yeah,
So
they're amazing.
totally amazing experience.
All right, that's really good. Thank you very much for talking today, and we will say goodbye for now, and